Okay, so this is our last lesson on verbs, and we're going to be looking at the difference between transitive and intransitive verbs. See in the definition here, and we are on page 312 in your textbook. So it says all verbs are either transitive or intransitive depending on whether or not they transfer action to another word in a sentence. That's why it's important for you to know the difference between an action verb and a linking verb, because action verbs and linking verbs go hand in hand with transitive and intransitive verbs. Okay, so we're going to start with transitive verbs. It says a transitive verb directs action towards someone or something named in the same sentence. And that someone or something is called the direct object. To be able to find the direct object in a sentence, first you have to find and clarify for certain that it's an action verb. Then you have to ask yourself, that action is happening to what to find the direct object. So that's why I say ask yourself what to find the direct object. So let's take a look at these examples below, okay? So Jack shot the puck. Subject is Jack. What is he doing? He shot. Okay, well then ask yourself, he shot what? What did he shoot? Jack shot puck. So puck, oh, that should be in a different color. Puck is called the direct object. And I label it DO, okay? So we've got subject, we've got action verb, and then we have direct object, okay? Jack shot the puck. He shot what? The puck. Next one, Sarah rode the horse. Let's take a look here. All right, so our subject is Sarah. What did she do? She rode. She rode what? Horse. So horse is our direct object. So we're going to label subject, action verb, and direct object. So, because these two verbs have a direct object, they're what's known as a transitive verb. Third example, we ate the chicken. Subject is we. What are we doing? Ate. Is that an action? Yes, it is. Ate what? We ate chicken. So we have, again, subject, action verb, and direct object. So, because it has a direct object, I know ate is an action verb and it's also a transitive verb. Ate is transitive because it has a direct object. Shot is transitive because it has a direct object. Rode is transitive because it has a direct object. Okay? Okay, so now the other kind of verb is intransitive. I have this lovely little letter up here that shouldn't be there. Okay, so intransitive do not direct action toward anyone or anything named in the sentence. Okay? And here's the second part of that. Because linking verbs do not express action, they are always intransitive. Always, always. So, those forms of be, in the end of the sentence, you're either finding something that's renaming the subject or something that's describing the subject. You will never find a direct object in a sentence that has a linking verb. And so, therefore, they are always intransitive. Always, always. So here are a couple examples. All right, the team practiced on the outdoor field. The subject is team. What are they doing? They practiced. Does it say what they practiced? Practice what? No, it doesn't say that. It doesn't say what they practice. It just tells us more information about where they practice. So practice is an intransitive verb. It doesn't tell us where, or it doesn't tell us what. Now, if it said the team practiced soccer on the outdoor field, soccer would be our direct object. It would tell us what they're practicing. And so then practice would be a transitive verb. But because it doesn't tell us what, and we can't answer that, so practice is intransitive in this sentence. Okay, so let's look at the next one. All right, the fan shouted loudly. So let's find our subject, fan. What's our verb? Shouted. Okay. Does it tell us what they're shouting? Shouted what? No, no answer. It tells us how he shouted, but it doesn't tell us what he shouted. So it would say, so shouted is intransitive because we can't answer the question what. Now if it said the fan shouted cheers loudly, we could say shouted what? Cheers. And so it would have, cheers would be the direct object, and we could say that it's transitive because we can answer the question what. But in the sentence as it is, you can't answer it. Now I'm going to go back to, I'm going to put in one more. Let's say the man is a famous hockey player. Okay, we've seen this sentence before. All right, so we're going to look at, we're going to break it down. Man, what's my verb? Is. Now you have to ask yourself, is the verb an action verb? Can you is something? No, you cannot. This is just renaming what the man is, okay? Just renaming the subject. So player is not a direct object. Is a linking verb, and therefore it has to be intransitive, okay? So linking verbs are always intransitive. Please remember that. So that's how you tell the difference between transitive and intransitive verbs. If it has a direct object, if the action is being directed towards someone or something, it's a transitive verb. If it doesn't have that, then it's got to be an intransitive verb.